Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks. Playing around tonight, came up with this. Pretty cool. I'm going to try to do a little bit better job on this part. That's what it kind of starts out as, but I'm going to take a six-sided polygon and I'm going to make three of them. So I'm going to grab it right there and put another one there. Control D. You know what? I'm going to actually put it here. And then I'm going to put another one on top. No, that's it. That's the way I want it right there. Now I'm going to take the virtual segment delete key and delete this inner part. Now I'm going to take a 2-point line and I'm going to go from that node to that node, that node to that node. And then on this one, I just have to go to here because I know where the center is. Now I'm actually going to take the virtual segment delete key and delete that. Now what I want to do, I'm going to have to move this stuff out of the way because I need to smart fill these sections so I can use them. And really and truly, I only have to do one, but I'm going to go ahead and do all three of them the way I did it at first. So I've got three different items there. I'm going to left click, right click so I can see the outline. I'm going to take, and the reason I did that to make a shape, because this isn't a shape, I'm going to take that node right there and I'm going to go to Windows, Dockers, Corners, and I'm going to do it like 4 inches this time, make it a little bit more of a sweep. So I'm just doing all 4 of them, or all 3 of them. Now I can actually get this out of the way, and I can nudge these back. So that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that triangular part in the middle. Now what I want to do is take a sweep of a line. So I'm going to use a 3-point curve line. And I'm going to go from that node to about there, and I'm going to give it a little, I want, in my eyes when I was designing it, I want this line to kind of continue straight up, so it just kind of sweep. It doesn't really have to mimic that turn. Now to make this work, I need to find the center of this object. So I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in. And I'm going to left click and right click in red and move it back. Now that thing is selected, so I can take a 2-point line and go from the midpoint to that edge, go to the midpoint to that edge. I don't think I'm quite there, but I think it's close enough. Midpoint to that edge. That's the center rotation of this object. So now what I can do is what I'm also going to do is group that together so I can get it out of the way in a little bit. I'm going to take this item and I'm going to Control D, double click on the rotation and put it to the intersection. Now I'm going to rotate it 120 degrees. Control D, Control D. So now you see that I have a curved section. I can actually get, well, no, I'm not. I don't like my curve as much as I did on the first one, but I'm going to go with it. So now I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool. I'm going to go ahead and fill in these 2 with blue. I'm going to take this one, use the Interactive Fill tool, and I'm going to come into that spot and make it that like it's going behind and into the darkness. And then on the other one, I'm going to take and kind of mimic the curve. I'm going to try to do a little bit better job this time. Now this, I'm going to go from there to there, but I'm going to add blue on the end. And then I'm going to add a white. You know what? I wonder if I put this light blue. Nope, I see, and I didn't hit the bar. You got to hit the bar till you see that plus key. That looks pretty good. I like it. It's kind of turning on where it's going to like bend. I'm going to go with that. So now grab this one, hold down your Shift key and grab that one and Control G to group, Control D to duplicate, double click, move our rotation to there, and we're going to rotate that 120 degrees and 120 degrees. I think this looks much better than my first one. And because I grouped those, I can get those out of the way. It looks like a twisted, and you could, I don't even know, a twisted block. You could add outline and actually make them a little bit thicker. I didn't like it on the first one. I like it without, so I'm going to right-click no outline. Now, if we bring in I'm going to go ahead and group this together, Control G, and I am going to bring in a black box. To me, it just makes it just stand out so much more. Back a page. Much better than my first one, because I wasn't even thinking about the turn of that. If I had it to do over, I would maybe make it not quite as pronounced. We could actually back up here a little bit before I grouped them together and see what it looked like. So I've got those two grouped together. I need to go to group and ungroup so I can just get this one and get the interactive fill tool back out. And we can try a couple of things. We can actually smooth it out. I don't like that. But what you can do is kind of take that and maybe bring in some more blue. I actually probably need to stretch this out a little bit, put our turquoise in the middle, maybe bring in another blue here. Because you just want, what I'm thinking about this is, you see the turn. You can almost see the turn. Anyway, little fun project. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.